All right, so let's find out how many shares you need to own of Realty Income to be able to pay your monthly bills. Now, of course, this is going to be different for everybody depending on how much you have for expenses, but we're going to kind of just go off maybe some of my numbers here to kind of help you get an idea of how many shares you might have to own and how much that will cost you. Now, keep in mind that this is just an example and we just kind of want to go over some different things here. Now, I just have my portfolio up here just to kind of look at it because it's pretty, and I like seeing my portfolio. I kind of check it every day. But let's go ahead and kind of figure out, how do we know how much we need for a company? Now, I do personally own Realty Income, but I definitely have nowhere nearly the amount of shares we need to be able to make this happen. Now, if we actually, I think I have it over here. So let's go ahead and say that our bills are $2,500 every month, whether that's with rent or mortgage or anything else, let's just say it's about $2,500. That's probably not the same for everybody. Mine's a little lower when it comes to that. I actually don't have to worry about monthly rent or anything like that. So let's just go ahead and say it is $2,500, which is close enough for my personal situation. So we're going to jump over here to Seeking Alpha. I'm going to switch my head over here. So on this page for Seeking Alpha, this kind of gives us some information. Currently, with the last announced dividend, which they are a monthly paying dividend, they are giving you 23 cents per share that you own when it comes to this. So we have to figure out, how can we get to $2,500 in dividends paying out every single month to be able to pay all of our bills. Now, of course, what we can first and foremost do is kind of go here, bring out another calculator for us so we can take a quick look here. Let's kind of bring this on this next page here. So we got to say, okay, let's figure this out. We got to get all of this in here together. So the first thing we're going to want to do is figure out, okay, with $2,500, how much of that is going to be for 23 cents? So the way we figured this out is we do $2,500 divided by 0.23, and that gives us 10,869.56. So this is effectively how many shares of Realty Income we need to have to be able to get paid out close to enough to be able to make this work. Now, keep in mind, this is also not including taxes and everything else on top of that. So let's go back up here. So Realty Income currently is trading at $60.44. So this obviously will also be a factor just depending on what the current price points are for these stocks. So let's go ahead and times this by $60.44. So that equals out to $656,956.52 to be able to get paid enough dividends to make that monthly income. Again, that's before taxes, and that's just putting in that money now. So you need that much money to be able to pay for $2,500 every single month in dividends to cover your bills. Now, here's the nice thing too. That's not including the value going up. So if the stock goes higher to like $80, you're also making those if you end up selling and getting those gains. But also too, you also do end up getting the dividend increases that these companies give you. So if somebody like Realty Income increases their dividend by 2, 3, 4% every year, you're going to also start making more money, which also keeps up with inflation. That's ideally what some of these companies do. Hopefully, if they can, they increase it even more than that. So that way you actually make an increase from the year prior as far as how much spending power you have. But 656,000 is the total there. If we go ahead and divide that again by 60.44, the amount of shares we need to have is that 10,869 on there. Now, if I go back to my Seeking Alpha here, and if I go down to, I'm like off the screen there, where are we? Real estate right over here, we can see I own Realty Income right now, and we have, where's the shares? We have 12.61 shares, so nowhere even close to what we need to be able to pay our bills, but it's a start. We keep moving forward, and we are able to get that all covered. Now, of course, I also own multiple stocks from a whole bunch of other companies, but if you want to see more of that kind of stuff, check out my next video right over here to keep on learning and growing with your investments. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you guys in that next video.